part of the agenda is also to unify the country.
Yes.
Part of the agenda is to rebuild and to strengthen institutions. Would you therefore say that that agenda is made more urgent precisely because of a lot of the things that happened during the Duterte administration, under the Duterte administration, because of the Duterte administration? We are divided, and institutions have been weakened under the Duterte administration.
Actually, even before the Duterte administration, we were already divided.
Yes, but
after 1986, the division started.
Yes, but did he aggravate it? Did he aggravate it? Was he part of the solution, or was he part of the problem?
I think he empowered a lot of people. Of course, every administration will have its flaws. Nothing is perfect. So we'll have to build on the good things, the gains, like the infrastructure and the fiscal management, and go on and improve our institutions in a way which prioritizes the major problems like right now. For example, I believe the West Philippine Sea is an issue, but it's a national security issue and not a partisan political issue. There should be a lot of intelligent discussion on it and a national policy come out. I heard Justice Hardelesa earlier, actually on Newsbit, proposing a bill that will include several other features in our baselines law. And I think that's one positive way of going forward.
Yeah, Mr. Teodoro, you were former defense secretary. What would be your approach to the West Philippine Sea and with regards to China in general?
Yes, foreign relations. I want to just make sundot that, no? Will she follow the same
we did not talk
diplomacy policies?
But I have already stated my position that our claims cannot be compromised with. However, on the other hand, the second part of diplomacy is continuing trade and other relations between the countries, while at the same time empowering, your a credible defense to be built, so that a credible defense deterrent, and the military upgrade program is, as I learned, coming up to speed.
Will you support a multilateral approach to the West Philippine Sea, which is what several sectors are saying, instead of demanding?
I think the challenge to a multilateral approach is to find what the interests of the other countries are in the West Philippine Sea. What will interest them in the West Philippine Sea? Because, I mean, even right now, you can see countries are putting up borders on travel. Like India, for example, when it had the outbreak, refused to export what it contracted, vaccines that it contracted, because there were borders. Now, on the other hand, about 2 to 3 weeks ago, there was a G7 condemnation of China against Taiwan. And one of the motivations is there is a shortage of chips in the world right now, and 56% of the chips that we need are made in Taiwan by one company. And so the challenge is how to make the world community side with us in a more vociferous way, in order for there to be a lot of moral pressure against China.
Mr. Teodoro,
what about the pivot to China? Not just in relation to the West Philippine Sea, but the general pivot to China and away from the EU and the US.
Probably that was a reaction to the fact that the US wanted perhaps a stronger position, but budgetary constraints do not allow them actually to sustain a strong position in this area. That's why perhaps China is emboldened. Right now, for example, the stimulus package of President Biden is $6 trillion.
Yeah, 6 trillion.
So
Yeah.
where are they going to get the money for defense spending for the SCS? Because their only interest there is freedom of navigation.
Navigation.
Yeah. So the challenge with the multilateral approach is how to find the gelling point.
Interest.
On the commonality of interests.